This handheld was so close to being the best budget retro device Anbernic has ever made, but it has one major flaw that holds it back. The RG35XX Pro looks incredible, plays everything up to Dreamcast and PSP, and finally adds dual analog sticks, but there's one issue I can't ignore, and it might be a deal breaker for you too. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look and find out if this budget handheld still earns a spot in your collection. First, I do want to give a big thanks to Anbernic for sending this over for review. Now, I've actually been testing the RG35XX Pro for the past little while, and while it gets a lot right, there are a few things you'll want to know before deciding if it's worth the upgrade for you. Now, starting with the look and feel, this transparent teal model might be my favorite Anbernic colorway yet. I normally go for a solid black or white, but this one won me over instantly. It has a clean, retro-futuristic aesthetic that really stands out. The build quality is exactly what I expected from Anbernic. Solid with a nice weight in the hand and no flex or cheapness. The textured plastic shell helps keep a good grip during long sessions, and overall it just feels really well built. The controls are mostly solid too. The D-pad feels responsive and snappy, and the ABXY buttons are a comfortable size too. That said, I did notice a little bit of squeaking on the buttons occasionally. Not a deal breaker, but it could certainly annoy some people. Shoulder button placement is actually decent too. No hand cramps here, and they feel good to use even during longer play sessions. As for the analog sticks, they're simple Switch style sticks. They're not high end, but they are functional, and having two of them is a big win in this form factor. So how does the RG35XX Pro compare to previous models in this lineup? Well, internally, it's nearly identical to the RG35XX Plus. Same H700 chipset, same 1GB of RAM, same dual-band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.2 support. You're not getting any more power, more memory, or any new display technology here. The real upgrade comes down to the addition of the dual analog sticks, which is a pretty big deal if you're into systems like Dreamcast or N64. Those analogs make a big difference for certain games, and their inclusion finally rounds out what the RG35XX line was missing. You're also getting a fresh new look with the transparent teal version, which again, in my opinion, is one of the best colorways Anbernic has ever put out. So to be clear, this isn't a performance jump. It's a comfort and control upgrade, and for some players that might just be exactly what they felt was missing. Now spec-wise, this device runs the all-winner H7 quad-core Cortex A53 CPU, clocked in at 1.5 GHz with the Mali G31 MP2 GPU. You're getting 1GB of LPDDR4 RAM, and it comes with a 64GB micro SD card, but of course that's expandable upwards to 512GB. It runs on a 64-bit Linux OS that supports dual-band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, HDMI out, and it has a 3200 mAh battery that's rated for about 7 hours of gameplay. On paper, this screen should be a highlight. It's a 3.5-inch laminated IPS panel at 640 by 480 with a 4:3 aspect ratio. It is perfect for retro games. And in terms of size and resolution, it is. But the color reproduction is way off. And even comparing this with some of Anbernic's more budget-friendly handhelds, the color on the Pro looks muted, almost washed out. And for a handheld that gets so much right, this is a frustrating miss. If you care about color accuracy or vibrant visuals, this could really be a deal breaker, and honestly, it's the one thing that really holds this device back from being the go-to budget option in Anbernic's lineup. Performance-wise, there are no surprises here. The H700 chip has been used in several other Anbernic devices, and if you've seen those reviews, you'll know exactly what to expect. N64 is hit or miss. Some games are perfectly playable, others definitely not. Dreamcast, on the other hand, runs most games really well. Most of the titles that I tested are going to be running at full speed with the occasional frame dip. PSP is definitely playable as well, but you'll often need to lower the rendering resolution and turning on frame skip to keep things smooth. It's not ideal, but it does work for many games. Now for everything 16-bit and under, like Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Genesis, you're going to be looking at pretty well flawless performance.
devices using it.
Now the Linux OS is simple and functional, nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. Navigation is fast and easy, even if you're brand new to this kind of device. You've got your games room and RetroArch sections, an app center for music, video, and ebooks, plus favorites, history, and a search functionality as well. And then of course we have our basic settings. Quick saves, load states, cheat support, it's all here and it all works as expected. Comfort-wise, I've got medium to large hands and had no issues with long gaming sessions. Most retro titles use the D-pad, which is placed perfectly. The analog stick is a little bit more awkward to reach, but honestly there's not much room to do better in a device this small. For the occasional N64 or Dreamcast session, they work fine. Battery life is excellent, even with the screen at full brightness and running more demanding titles. I consistently got over 6 hours of use in between charges. So here's where I land. The RG35XX Pro is a strong, affordable handheld that checks a ton of boxes. Dual analog sticks, solid build, great battery, a simple OS that just works. But the screen is the one thing that really drags it down. If Anbernic can improve color accuracy in a future revision, this could easily become the best-in-class device in its price point. Still, if you're okay with the muted colors or plan to mostly use this for emulation that doesn't really rely on bright visuals, not sure what games don't, this is a fantastic little handheld. Now let me know what you guys think in the comments. Does the screen color issue bother you, or is the rest of the package strong enough to overlook it? Thanks again to Anbernic for sending this over. Links to learn more, as always, will be in the description down below. But that is pretty much all I've got for you guys in this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll speak to you guys again real soon.